Hello and welcome to this parent webinar examining the student journey, a look at how we support your child through their academic work here at Abbey College, Cambridge. My name is Andy Humphries. I'm the Vice Principal Academic here, and I'll be taking you through our program today. Today, we're really going to be looking at how we fulfill our vision. And we could rephrase this as how we will support your child with their ambitious work of achieving a place at a top UK university. Now, we talk about fulfilling our vision, but what is the vision here at Abbey College, Cambridge? Our vision is to be a community energized by a common love of learning and the pursuit of outstanding achievement for all students. And we will talk today about how we build communities and how we build and sustain that love of learning to enable our students, all students, to achieve outstanding standards. And those standards manifest in our A-level results. This summer's A-level results have been at our usual very high standard, with nearly 1/3 of students achieving A stars and nearly 2/3 of all students achieving A star to A. And these are replicated with our fantastic GCSE results, with over 1 in 4 students achieving at the very highest level of a grade 9, the equivalent in old gradings of an A star at the very highest level here. And half of all grades, as you can see in the middle there, are at the very top end of the A star to A. But that's not really where your child is at right now. Right now, your child is 4 days into their new school with a very new approach in, for most students, a brand new country with different cultural norms, values, and systems. So everything is quite challenging right now. And we'll aim here at Abbey College, Cambridge to support your child as best we can. We do this through a 3-tiered system. Our first and primary focus is, of course, in the classroom, where we seek to ensure academic excellence. And we'll talk through some of these systems in a few minutes. But we know that no student will achieve to the very highest of their potential if they do not master the English language. We teach in English. We expect students to talk in English and produce work in English before they go on to an English university, most likely, and will of course need outstanding mastery of the English language to succeed there. So English language is a key part of what we offer here. And as per our student charter, we do expect all students to get involved and be ambitious, engage with their feedback, and to be champions for their own learning, including of the English language. We then, of course, will look at how we prepare your child for university. But we don't just get students to university, we find places for our students at elite universities, G5 universities, Russell Group universities, Oxbridge. We'll look at some of the systems, some unique systems that will help in that mission. Now, it's very important that all students, staff, and you as parents abide by the same set of rules and work towards the same mission. So here at Abbey College, Cambridge, we have a charter, an explicit set of agreed upon values, beliefs, and behaviors that all stakeholders buy into. And I would ask, if you're watching this at home, that you buy into these charter characteristics and behaviors as well. We do ask our students to be ambitious. We do ask our students not to work hard, but to work smart. We don't want our students to spend 12 hours a week reading the textbook in each of their subjects. That's hard work, but it doesn't achieve results. So we will coach and train students both in the classrooms and as a school in its entirety to buy into the cognitive science of learning and to understand the most effective ways to learn. Now, for many of our students, this means that they will have to change the way that they learn, and we will have to provide feedback so that they can, in fact, make progress towards successful learning. Here at Abbey College, Cambridge, we have students from perhaps 48, 49 different countries with different cultural norms, values, and a hugely diverse range of educational backgrounds. So it's very important for us that our students build respectful relationships and that they respect a unifying set of fundamental British values, things that they can share with each other. So whilst much of our charter is focused around our academic work, a huge part of it is about the community in which our students live. We will be training our students and developing their understanding of the student charter here at Abbey College, Cambridge, and we hope that it's something that you can believe into. With all of our students starting their journey, as I said, today it's about day 4 for your child, we would like them to help us understand where they are right now. So this week and throughout the month of September, there will be some extensive testing and examination. This work has already begun as of recording. 2 days ago, all of our new students here at Abbey College, Cambridge sat an English language baseline test, helping us to understand each student's level of comprehension and mastery of the English language. This helps us to appropriately put children in the right level of class and to provide the right level of challenge outside of the student's comfort zone so that they may grow and develop in their mastery of the language. Today, Thursday, the 8th of September, students will already be sitting a CAT 4 National Standardized Test. CAT refers to Cognitive Aptitude Test, and this helps us to understand the way your child thinks, the way your child approaches problem solving, and the way that your child recognizes patterns and behaviors. And all of this provides us with some incredibly valuable information about where your child is in their academic journey. This is further built throughout the month of September in the classroom with subject-specific testing taking place. Now, of course, it's very important that we all understand that if your child has never studied economics before, never studied psychology before, we do not expect your child to be masters of those subjects. But again, much like the cognitive aptitude testing, we're looking for how your child approaches problems. Once we have an understanding of where your child is in their academic journey, we'll continue with our work in the classroom, our education. And we lean heavily into digital education here at Abbey College, Cambridge. We make extensive use of Microsoft packages, including Microsoft Teams and Microsoft OneNote for our education. An example of some of the work that takes place on OneNote can be seen on the left of the screen there. And as a result, what we need is to ensure that all children have their own devices, a laptop preferably, but tablets do have strong processing power that we can utilize. And we want to ensure that all children can contribute through digital ink so that they can write either directly onto their laptop or tablet screens using a stylus, or that they can plug in a USB graphics tablet so that that will enable them to write just as if they were writing on paper. Further digital systems that we use include communications with you as parents. You will shortly receive an invitation to a Go for Schools app that we would like you to download onto your phones so that you may receive up-to-date live information about student grades, your child's timetable, and of course, when the time comes at the end of each term, you will receive your child's report in this manner. We continue to assess throughout the weeks, and every week your child will have homework in every subject, which will account to around about 50% of their contact time. So for an A-level subject, students can expect to receive around about 2.5 hours of homework per week. That may be retrieval practice, answering some questions, but it may also be making notes, building revision materials, or simply reading around the syllabus. Students will also receive topic tests each half term so that we can assess student progress in each discrete topic within a subject. Now, the homework and the topic tests do not contribute to overall grade performance. They do not contribute to a predicted grade, and they do not contribute to progression decisions when considering breadth of program or appropriateness of academic program. These decisions rely on robust examination data. So in December, March, and June, we will cease teaching for 1 week, and all students will take part in rigorous assessment in each of their subjects, which will provide us with formative and summative data of where your child is in their academic work. And these make up the fundamentals that you would expect in any school. We here at Abbey College, Cambridge, of course, believe that we do these things better than other organizations, but they are the fundamentals. So let's move on to look at some of the systems that we offer here that may be unique to us and that enable our elite university preparation to be both thorough and effective. Moving on from the classwork and bridging into the elite university preparation is our support intervention work. Some of our students may not be making the appropriate level of progress or reaching their potential. And like you, we wish for your child to reach that potential. And it might be that we need to put in additional work outside of the classroom, perhaps one-to-one guidance from a teacher, perhaps small group support to play off the ideas of other students within their cohort, or perhaps highly effective peer mentoring, where an older student who's been through or is further along the academic journey than your child may be able to provide some insights from an alternative direction. Ultimately, these support systems exist to ensure that your child makes progress. And periodically, at the end of each term, the senior academic team, along with the vice principal pastoral, will review the progress of each child in the school. And we will consider whether or not the child is making appropriate progress. If not, we may put in additional support or interventions to ensure that progress is happening by the time we review progress again. And specifically towards the end of the academic year, we may consider whether or not your child is on the appropriate program, where we consider graduation from one year to the next. For a pre-sessional student, this may be a decision as to whether GCSEs or A-levels are the appropriate next step. Or towards the end of year 12, the first year of A-levels, it may be that we need to reduce the number of subjects your child studies or add to those. It may be that A-levels are not the most appropriate pathway for your child to be on, and perhaps a more career-focused pathway in engineering or medicine may be appropriate, and a move to a foundation program in engineering or medicine is more. And therefore, that may be a decision that's taken at that time. More inspirational work continues in the evenings. This is something that we believe is genuinely unique to Abbey College, Cambridge. And Abbey Inspires is a weekly program of lectures, revision classes, and guest speakers coming in from both the academic and business world to help students with their understanding, but most importantly, to foster inquiry and to really build the love of learning in a specific subject area. And the purpose of these sessions is to cover material not covered in the classroom, to provide our students with something really insightful and really interesting that they may wish to include in their personal statement, which is their application essay as part of the university application process, or discuss at interview to show their passion for the subject. Some of the topics included in Abbey Inspires are things like STEM dissections, discussions of modern American politics, or why people get eating disorders, things that may come up at an interview that wouldn't necessarily be covered in the regular syllabus. We further build on this work through our PreDegree Diploma, which Year 12 students will start in the January, in about 4 months' time, of their first year. And the PreDegree Diploma is something that every student will take part in once a week to gain deeper knowledge of their subject, to explore their passions, and to help these students to stand out from other applicants at the most competitive universities. Now, speaking of universities, towards the end of this year, we will need to start, for Year 12 students, we will need to start looking at that application process. In the UK, all students go through the UCAS application system, and we will allocate a university advisor who will have weekly one-to-one meetings with your child throughout the year and into Year 13, from the very start of the application process to the very end of the application process. These UCAS advisors are subject specialists who know the subject intimately that your child is looking to study at university. And the work of the UCAS advisors is supported by our directors of studies. The director of studies monitors and supports the work of the individual UCAS advisors and ensures quality and ensures excellence in our university applications. And this, of course, results in some fantastic destinations, either to G5 universities or Russell Group. And from a foundation perspective, we still have an incredible rate of success, with 1 in 3 students moving on to Russell Group universities. Now, of course, some of our students wish to move on to Cambridge or Oxford. And of course, we consider these to be the ultimate in elite universities, with less than 20% of the students applying actually securing a place. So we work alongside a partner organization called Leading Education to provide an incredibly robust program of knowledge building, admissions testing, coaching and preparation, interview coaching and preparation, and discussion of college selection for our Year 12s and Year 13s that are valid, genuine Oxbridge candidates. This program is relatively limited, and there are only 20 places available per year. This means that it's a highly competitive program. There is no additional cost to you as a parent, but your child will only get into this program based on their own academic merit. More detail will follow in the future about how your child can get a place on their Oxbridge candidate program. It may be that your child has more specialist applications, and medicine is arguably one of the most intense programs to get into, one of the most competitive in the UK. So we have a specialist head of medicine who will deliver from January of year 12, the first year of A-level, 7 hours per week. In order to do this, extensive preparation. Your child will only study 3 A-levels from January of year 12. We will only ask our medics to study maths, biology, and chemistry, focus on getting A stars in those subjects, and with the 7 additional taught hours per week, we will put extensive support in place into extended teaching, interview preparation, and admissions testing, much as our Oxbridge program does. And this bears incredible fruit. Last year, we had 19 medic offers. This year, we have 21 medicine offers for university. And we're incredibly proud of the very high rate of success, which is around about 94% of getting an offer for studying medicine at university. And that is irrespective of whether a child is on an A-level program or a foundation. Our foundation program in biomedicine is incredibly successful. And if your child is interested in medicine, I would strongly recommend exploring the foundation in medicine. Now, doing all of this work is extremely difficult. And we genuinely believe that every child should take it one step at a time, but be supported at all stages by our community here at Abbey College, Cambridge, whether it's the teachers, fellow students, UCAS advisors, directors of studies, housemasters, or tutors. We would really believe that progress is enabled through community. And I would like to take this opportunity to once again welcome you to the Abbey College community. If you do have any questions following this presentation, please do email into either myself or into your housemaster or your child's tutor, and we'll be more than happy to answer anything that you have. Thank you very much for your time today. Bye-bye.